we also have some additional risk factors that are more related to your lifestyle. So the first one is being overweight. And so those who are overweight have more inclined to have breast cancer.
Absolutely. In fact, we know that in postmenopausal women, if you are obese, you have a 2-time greater risk of developing breast cancer. And the reason we actually know that obesity increases breast cancer, the most common breast cancers are driven by hormones, driven by estrogen, but fat cells actually create estrogen. So the heavier you are, the more adipose tissue that you have, the higher total body estrogen stores you have, which puts you at a higher risk.
Radiation, if you've been exposed to radiation, or maybe you had prior treatments, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So this would be people that are diagnosed with perhaps a lymphoma or some type of chest tumor earlier in life that needs to be treated with radiation. That radiation to the breast actually, and we're talking large doses of radiation, treatment doses of radiation, increases the risk for breast cancer.
Now, this is a topic that we've spoken about on our show, which is hormone replacement therapy. And there have been links to breast cancer?
Absolutely. So while we know there was a huge study that looked at hormone replacement therapy in postmenopausal women, and while we know it reduced the risk of cardiovascular disease, it did increase the risk of breast cancer. So it's definitely an important consideration when you're taking those medications to know that your breast screening needs to be on time.
Absolutely.
And staying on top of that.
And last one but not least, smoking and alcohol also have a lot to do with maybe putting yourself at risk for breast cancer.
Right. So smoking is a risk factor for almost every cancer.
Everything.
But alcohol is probably not talked about as much as it ought to be. We know that people who drink 1 drink a day, so that's about 10 grams of alcohol per day, have a 7 to 10% increased risk of developing breast cancer. People who drink 2 to 3 drinks per day have a 20% increased risk of developing breast cancer.